If I have to leave, I don't want to disrupt your share.
I'd like you to disrupt. I love it when you disrupt the share.
Yeah, take it like this.
Whose is this?
Yeah.
Mine.
Son, you want to sit over
No,
there?
I just
Alright.
understand.
Like the rabbi that came to
All
him
I
on
can
Shabbat.
tell
I don't need
you-
to understand.
Came to him on Shabbat.
All I
Rabbi,
can
they
tell
told
you
him
is
there's
this
a
is what I was
mouse
told.
stuck in the mud with his front legs.
Listen,
So he says, you can't touch him or anything. They said, Rabbi, it's your hamo. He says, with the back legs, just slap.
Hey, one of the hamsters didn't wake up last night.
Hamster Ben.
Hamster.
Hamster.
Leilu Nishmas,
This shoe should be.
The original hamster.
the original hamster. He the man. He the hamster.
OGH.
Okay, we are already in Teffilin Halacha Vav.
We're still
You recording?
Yes, we are recording.
Talk about hamsters.
Okay, so we said, I just want to tell you that Reb Shimon Teichner told me that Reb Yitzchok, I didn't speak to him, I didn't ask him. I know that Rebel V'cheshen was against going to the Bechirot. She's not a good Bechirot Bechlal. And I know that when I spoke to Reb Shimon Teichner, he said that Reb Yitzchok himself didn't go, אבל תעודת זהות שלו כן הלכה.
Yeah, but he didn't vote. So someone else voted for him?
Yeah, it's going.
Someone else voted?
כן. אתה שואל אותי, אני אומר לך, I'm just telling you what I heard, I'm telling you what I know. And Rabbi Yitzchak, this is what he said that happened with Rabbi Yitzchak, and I am not the one to pass judgment on Rabbi Yitzchak Bender. On anybody, but בטח לא על מישהו כמו מה מי אמרו, לא יודע, maybe זה גם לא קרה, לא יודע. This is what I was told. If I would have been told that by Simcha Bar Lev, I could tell you this is a fact.
How do you know
I
that?
don't know.
How do you know they're choosing for you, like what you wanted?
Oh, come on, listen.
Because they're your guy. You're
If I ask you to do something, run an errand for me, it doesn't matter what it is, you're not doing it.
Right.
חזק על שליח שעושה שליחותו, זה לא... It's not only this, but they had a paper, which can give a remez, they had a paper about the Bechirot over here. So, Nosson Liebermensch, his son wrote Bishmo that he doesn't want to sign it, about the Bechirot. Because basically it says, should vote for Koach and whatever it is. But he said he doesn't want to sign it. He says because he doesn't want to raise inconvenience with his neighbors. He lives by the Kasbah.
What does it have to do with raising... What does it have to do with...
So he doesn't want to be signed on the paper that said that you should vote. Because his neighbors, it'll hurt their feelings.
Because they don't vote, right?
Because they don't vote. So you can see there's an inyan, that your neighbors don't vote. They feel so strongly about it.
Yeah,
No, chas v'chalila. Chas v'chalila. There's a big difference. By tzaddikim, you can't. Somebody's an Oved Hashem. It doesn't matter.
Everybody's
Excuse
Oved
me.
Hashem. Everybody's a tzaddik.
I'm saying anybody who spent his life in Avodas Hashem, even when he makes a cheshbon,
I understand. It's not something I don't understand.
even if the cheshbon is wrong, it's a different kind of wrong. It's a different kind of. לא נכנס בזה, בפרט when he does it for himself. I'm not talking when he tells others to do. When he does for himself. When he does himself, there's the famous vote of the Chazon Ish. He said that in the tshuvas of the Chassam Sofer, he said that on the Shakla V'Tarya, on the shoot, he can argue.
Yeah, but on the...
But the psak, he cannot argue. So this, what do you mean? He gives the psak according to Shakla V'Tarya. How can you argue Shakla V'Tarya but not argue the psak? He says not to do with that. He says the psak, he says the posek kador, his psak is mishamayim. So what's the Shakla V'Tarya? So because he has to put something in there. Chazon Ish, he says you have to put something in there. So he said, the Shakla V'Tarya, it's not mochrach. He said, but the psak is 100% mishamayim kachas.
Hashem has ways.
כן, זה לא... בפרט, I know of Nosson Liebermensch for about 35 years. I've agreed with little, of the things that, that he have said. But I'm telling you...
Is that the real old guy? Is it recording?
I don't know that was a real... I don't know what's the...
אתה אמרת לנו, you told us one day that we should visit this guy.
Yeah.
Is that the one?
אני לא יודע, yeah, him. But Nosson Liebermensch is I mean, as far as I'm concerned, you know, in my limited view of things, you know, he's brittle. He's tough. He's not flexible. He's not whatever it is. To the point that it's not. But so Ved Hashem non-stop from the time that I know him. You know that since I got to know him 35 years ago, he's a Ved Hashem non-stop. Well, how can he be? You know, that's Rabbeinu says. Anybody that cannot show the simplest man that Hashem is with him, and the greatest man that he's hasn't begun, ain't no tzaddik klal. It's not a tzaddik klal. So Anash, so the teretz there, Anash Metalis is that he's not a tzaddik of a klal. He's not a tzaddik of, you know, to lead people. He's a tzaddik of himself, you know, prati. And you can see that, as they say in Koch Ve'or, in Avanei Barzel, the Reb Nachman writes down the name of of Anash that were in Uman during his time. That's the end of the 19th century and the beginning of the 20th century. Tremendous. So he writes this one. You know what he remembers from Anshe Rabbeinu, not only at that time, but you know that Reb Nosson stopped writing in Shmos Tzadikim, so he wrote weiter, and he writes over there the sentence that by me was a tremendous chashivas, and he says, "Vot rabim v'tovim shebilu et shnoseim b'toy v'baniimim b'torah v'tfilo, that spent their days b'tov and b'avodah v'tfilo, ashrei chelkom." Fortunate is their what, and there's no name. You don't know what their names are. There's no brand name. There's no nothing. You don't even know what their names are. Ashrei chelkom. Ashrei chelkom. So I'm telling you what Reb Nosson Lieber mentions this specifically. There was I don't know if it is or was, I don't know, a young man, a young avrech, that lo aleinu got yana machla, and so it's a bit broad. They tell him, you know, mechazekim, it's okay, you can get out of it, blah blah blah.
Yeah.
Not he, a young guy in his 20s, you know, that, so everybody, you know, tell him what they told him, you know, you can go this, and there's treatment, there's this, there's that, you know, not Hashem, and Shem Yitzil Otchan, there, we'll daven, we'll this. So Reb Nosson Lieber, he said, Reb Nosson Lieber took him for a talk. So Reb Nosson told him, Bezat Hashem, you'll get out of it, Makol yeh beseder zeh. Ve'im lo. So he gave him a whole schmooze, what to do, ma ve'im lo. I said, I feel such a longing to go to him. And when I saw him in Uman, I'm sorry, I need to go to him to hear this sikha from him, to record it. To have this sikha, what an important sikha to have. You know? You know? Because basically, we're all pre-terminal. You know? We're all pre-terminal. We need to have this sikha. Not for ourselves, but Hashem, Baruch Hashem, Bezat Hashem Yatzil, maybe for somebody else. This young man said that the sikha from Reb Nosson was more bigger chizuk to him than all the other years he ever said there was. This was a bigger chizuk to him than everything else.
said, אני אלמד אתכם איך למות. איך להיפטר.
זה בעזרת Hashem, so it's a very important. Reb Nosson Lieber is somebody like that. He would come and says, you know, בסדר, יעקב בסדר, ואם לא, זה כל כך מתאים לו.
This is how you die.
What?
This is how...
כן, this is how you do it. אבל בן אדם כזה, אתה מבין, יש מה ללמוד ממנו, אפילו ככה זה. מישהו שהאנשים של רבנו זה משהו מיוחד, זה אין מה לעשות.
There's a saying in Spanish, like, he has his feet on the ground, like, you know. He's not just,
And I'm telling you, I disagree with a lot of the stuff that he said, that he's saying, whatever. It's not a lot, but it's just like, אנחנו לא ממש מסתדרים, you know. I love him, and he has affection for me. When I first made, you know, a Miskaraf to Yiddishkeit, and he used to give the shurim he used to say Sipur Maisis, and on Shabbos, whatever it is, and he would say it in Yiddish, and I didn't understand the word of Yiddish, and I would come there, I would sit right next to him, and I would like, so the end looks at me like, you know, really lovingly, his face says, You didn't get a word of it, did you? I said, no, but that's how I learned Yiddish. I hung and hung and hung until I got a word here, what there, and sort of like made a connection. Koch Madam, until
Your own language.
no, after a while, it takes time. But it took me because I had such cheshek to hear what he said. I don't care. I don't understand a word of what he was saying. We're just sitting there. It was like, wow, screw my sis. Okay. So we're back to Hilchas Fir Halochavo. וזה שנאמר בשקולים ולא יהיה בהם נגף. This is what he said about Shkolim, that through the Shkolim there's going to be no plague afflicting Am Yisrael. Al der minion, through the minion, Shu B'chinas Riboy. The minion is the essence, the principle of Riboy, of plurality. Shemisham Achizas Hageus. This is where this is the principal root of pride.
אז זה לאגור?
לא, באחד אין מה.
אין מה להתגדל.
זה כל אחד. כשיש שניים, אני יותר ממך, אז I'm more than him.
ריבוי, כאילו,
בריבוי.
collecting גם?
No, זה ודאי, it is an outcome of that. But the minion is a derivative of tzimtzum. In the beginning, everything was one. So when there's tzimtzum, in order for two to exist, one has to be mitzamtzem, has to retract. So riboy is a derivative of tzimtzum. That's only the end of gaiva, and you can understand it also, simply. What is gaiva? Gaiva is only shach when you can be a gaiva over somebody else. Mm-hmm. I mean, there's nobody around. I say, I'm bigger than.
This wall.
Wait.
Myself.
Wait. No, I'm bigger than myself, or I'm bigger than
Me
myself.
or me?
Yeah. What's
I heard somebody say that if they ever get a tattoo, they want to get a tattoo that's bigger than their body.
What?
They want to get a tattoo of their own body.
Yeah.
It's got to be bigger than their body.
There you go. What somebody told me about what is a tattoo? Definition of a tattoo: a permanent record of temporary insanity. I thought maybe I should need something. I don't know. Okay. Anyhow.
People who are addicted to tattoos, it's a permanent record of permanent insanity.
Yeah, well, but nevertheless, sometimes they grow old, and then the tattoos are sagging.
I saw an old man.
Inevitably.
I saw an old man like that with some woman or something here. This guy was like in his late 70s, and he's like, I don't know what I was thinking. It didn't look like a woman at all. It looked like.
The woman got old also.
Yeah.
Like a bubby.
As we said about the, the Muslim shaheeds, remember that? He said the shaheeds that they think that they're going to go to heaven and get 70, 18-year-olds. They're actually going to get 18, 70-year-olds.
Come here,
They
Mohammed.
misread it.
A typo. Whoops. Sorry about that.
Listen, we made a mistake.
We apologize. What
What
does
do
he
you
want?
What are they gonna do? They're dead.
Send me back.
You call me a murderer? I'll kill you. How dare you call me a murderer? Fantastic. This is where death comes from. Chaim Nitzchim is all one. Through the mitzvah shkolim, this is true anova. This is how you can count Am Yisrael. In other words, relate counting to Am Yisrael who's totally one. ולא יהיה בהם נגף על ידי המין, שהוא בחינס ריבוי. And they would not be plagued through, by the fact that they are being counted, which is עניין of ריבוי, כי אדרבה. There is an aspect, על ידי ריבוי המינין, זוכרים על בסדר. There is an עניין, that דווקא through counting, through ריבוי, you get to a bigger anova. And I would say, יוסף ויוסף has מקום גדולו, so יש למדעים ותנוסי. כמובן, מקום אחר. In the Maisa of the Melech, in Superior Masis Masevav, על פסוק חזה ציון, שדרך האונוב, the way of the onov, somebody who's a true onov, שכל מה שמגדלים מויסר יויסר, the more he's being praised, בעל הנוב יסר ביויסר. He becomes a bigger honor, becomes smaller and smaller and smaller. וכן מצווה גדולה שישראל בישראל יויסר יויסר. That's a big mitzvah, there'll be more and more Yidden. כי כל מה שישראל בישראל יויסר ויויסר, the more that the Yidden are becoming, more and more born. אין הבאים לידי גרס על ידי זה חס ושלום. They don't become, prideful, חס ושלום, אדרבה. כל מה שמשרה בהם ביויסר, the more there is of them, אוהב את השם יסבוח ביויסר, they serve הקדוש ברוך הוא more. ומקרים את בורם ביויסר, and they know הקדוש ברוך הוא more. על ידי זה באים לידי הנובה, you said that this brings them to a higher and higher הנובה. כי עליהם נאמר, כי אתם המעט מכל המקווה, you are the fewest, you are the smallest, you are the littlest, from all the nation matim atzma, that they made themselves smaller.
The only thing he's
This is
talking
the
about
sod.
numbers? In numbers, זה הכל? שעם ישראל מתרבים במספר?
מתרבים על ידי השבח שלהם, all the bchinas of ריבוי.
שפע?
All the bchinas of, שפע is something which is dangerous, וישמן שאורים ויבט. משה רבינו עושה את הקדוש ברוך הוא, what do you want? You gave him gold, you want him not to sin. ולכת העגל. So that's, שם ירחם, זה יען, יות לישראל.
Looking for a quick, rich
Yeah,
scheme.
quick buck, I know. Anyhow, listen, me too. I say, you and me, we go together. We get a lot of money,
We're gonna find them.
My father always said there were two hobos in the street. And it says, if I win the lottery, man, I'm going to buy myself a mansion. Not that you mentioned it. I'm going to buy myself big with a swimming pool and a car. I'm not going to go there. I don't like washing, but with a car, with a this and a that. And his friend is lying in the street and say, well, they were looking there, and he says, look at you. We've been together in the street, for all this time. You get, you win a lottery. You didn't mention me even once. Even once you didn't mention me. So he looks at him and says, what, you're sick? You're too sick to dream on your own. Too sick to fantasize on your own. You need my fantasy. I can't fantasize on your own. But this is the inyan that we praise the Kadosh Baruch Hu. When I was very young, I remember I came to Rabbi Tzvi Cheshin, and I told him, why do we have to praise the Kadosh Baruch Hu? What is it needed for? What is this?
What do you need to praise? Oh.
What do you need to praise the Kadosh Baruch Hu for? What is it needed for? What's the... Because in my own mind, HaKadosh Baruch Hu is the way that I am, right? If I want you to praise me, that means because, I want to schwitz, I want to be Mr. Big, right? And I used to, and then I find a text that says, listen, all the shvachim that we praise HaKadosh Baruch Hu are really nonsense. I think you asked me this once. All the praise we say HaKadosh Baruch Hu is nonsense. I mean, it's like telling Einstein he can read without praises. All the shvachim. We praise HaKadosh Baruch Hu is like saying, to Einstein, wow, we heard you can read without nikud. It's like tremendous. It's nonsense. It's like children in kindergarten praising, I don't know, Rav Elyashiv. It's like, wow, Aleph Beis, from beginning to end, make mistake, bet, ves, and not ves, best, it's everything.
It's like when my kids were standing there going, wow, you built a sukkah.
Yeah. Yes. So in other words,
Walk around like this.
but I'm telling you, I had this difficulty, throughout the time of like, I'm saying, first the shvochim and this, why am I to go to shvochim? Why does he need it? Why does it, it's like, I had this sheretz in the heart, this kind of, Rav Nosson explains it, I said, Dumkov, you stupid head. Derech ha'onov is the more you praise him, the smaller he becomes. I want the Kodesh Baruch Hu to be close to me, right? I want the Kodesh Baruch Hu to be near me. I want the Kodesh Baruch Hu to be so I can talk to him and ask for what I need. So the Gemara says, here's the trick. You praise him, you make him smaller, is by you. You can ask him for whatever you want.
Sounds Jewish to me.
Yeah, it's very Jewish. You know the Maisa of the Melech Onov, Mimelech Onov? Rabbeinu, there's a Maisa in Sipur Maisius, a Maisa from a humble king. That there is, that there was a Chacham that heard that there is a king that calls himself Melech Onov. That's what he calls himself. And the derech of this Melech, that he doesn't show himself. No, sorry. One king sent this Chacham. He says, I want you to bring to him. He says, and I have the pictures of all the kings, all the portraits of all the kings. But he's the only one I don't have a portrait of because he calls himself a Melech Onov.
He's on an island.
He's a Melech Onov.
It's hard to get
And
to
it's behind a curtain. He doesn't show himself to anybody. He's behind a curtain. So this king went, this Chacham went over there. It was a whole way. He's in an island, but so he got there, and when he got there, he mixed around with the people, and he allowed somebody to cheat him, to defraud him, and then he took the guy to court, and he saw that the court is full with with injustice, bribery, whatever it is. So he took him to another court, and then he took him to another court,
Mexico?
and they're all and he said, and the Chacham saw that there's no emes bichlal over there. That's why they have so many courts. They have this court, the appellate court, the state court, the high supreme court, the this, Benot Shalom, Mechozia, Petati, ta 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 ta. It's all because there's no emes there bichlal. So they have to figure out that, this is, if the facts are against you, argue the law. If the law is against you, argue the facts. There's no emes the bichlal. Sorry for the full say though. There's no emes the bichlal, nothing. Bichlal, in secular life, emes doesn't mean anything. It doesn't matter. In philosophy faculties, universities, for the past 200 years, they don't deal with the emes anymore. It's not interesting. It's not like it's irrelevant as far as they're concerned. The only emes is, as far as they're concerned, is what they decide they want the emes to be. That's it.
And how to get there, yeah?
To get to know how to condemn somebody else. You're not there. But I just forgot. I lost my train of thought. What are we talking about?
You talk about the Melech HaAnav, the one
Yes.
court.
So he said there's so many different courts because there's absolutely no emes there. So like this, he went from one court to another court, to one appellate, to another one, until he got to the king. And when he got to the king, and the king is totally behind the screen. So the Chacham told the king behind the screen that the Medina, the country, is full with lies. The entire country is full with lies. Everything is a lie. And this, and he started enumerating each one, each lie, whatever it is. And he says, it would stand to reason then that the king of this country would also be a liar, right? Because that's his country. But he says, but the king, now you realize that it's exactly the opposite. It's exactly the opposite, that the king hides himself. If you can please refrain from that until later, I would appreciate it. That That's why the king hides himself from the Medina, because he cannot stand the shake of the Medina, and started praising the king. And he says, and he praised him, and he praised him, and he praised him. That he can't see this, and it's like this, and v'chule, 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 and from the praises, and the Rebbe says this particular sentence: "Shaderech ha'onov shekol ma shemegadlim oto yoser." The more you praise him, Baal hanov yiser b'yoser. He becomes humbler and humbler, until the king could not stop himself, and he wanted to see who is this chacham that knows all this, and he pushed the curtain open, and the chacham saw him, and brought his portrait, able to take his portrait, and brought it to the king that sent him. This is a mashal to Moshe Rabbeinu, obviously to Moshe Rabbeinu, that brought down the Torah. The portrait of the king is the Torah. That Moshe Rabbeinu was able to see the king. You are able to see the king to make him. How do you get them? He says you have to do the shvachim, then shelas tzrochim, and then shvachim again. What's the shvachim? The shvachim is to make him smaller.
How does that make him smaller?
Because he's an onav. Because in honor, the more you praise him, the bigger onav he become. The thing is like this. You can also say that really.
Just like Am Yisrael, Kigo. Okay.
No. Remember that we said that Kodesh Baruch Hu is total abstract. We need to have a mishkan for Kodesh Baruch Hu here in this world. The way that we can, but to make the Kodesh Baruch Hu a mishkan in this world, meaning basically belittling him, right? Constricting him. It's like can you get to the door? It's like like Kodesh Baruch Hu said, "V'tivnu mishkan, yivnu li mishkan, li lishmi, v'shachanti b'tzara li lishmi, li mishkan, li lishmi." So Moshe freaked out. He said, "What do you mean? Hashemayim v'shmei Hashemayim l'chol kaluka. The heavens, the whole universe cannot contain. How do you tell him, bring me a mishkan, come in your house?" So Kodesh Baruch Hu says, "You do according to what you can. The way that you can quote unquote entrap a Kodesh Baruch Hu in this world, your presence is through a shevach, through some kind of something that oscillates with his nature. How do you get a transmission, a radio transmission? Goes. It's a transmission over a certain wavelength, right? So you need something that oscillates in sympathy to this wavelength, then it can receive it, right? That's the keli of it. The only keli that you can have for Kodesh Baruch Hu is the Sheva. Kodesh Baruch Hu is everything. He's the mostest everything est that it can possibly be, right? But we can only be Mishavech, Shvachim of this world. That's what Nosson said. That's the Rachmanis for Kodesh Baruch Hu, because really the Shvachim that we praise the Kodesh Baruch Hu are insults. Okay, it's insults. It's insults. It's an insult. It's nothing. It's a joke. But the Kodesh Baruch Hu gave us reshus so we can have a chiza in him. So we can quote unquote grab him by the lapel and bring him down to us. And I didn't understand. I never made the connection. How would the shvachim you bring him down to us? No, I understand. Because they say with the shvachim you make him shrink. The more you mishabach him, the smaller he becomes. The smaller he becomes, he can be with you. I got it.
On your level, if you praise him on your level, he can come down to your
level.
Yeah,
then he shrinks to you. Then you come over, you close, and you can tell him. So that's what Chazal gave you, specific shvachim, what to say, what not to say, whatever it is, because you have to be amizdik, and you have to, and not only that you have to be amizdik, but they say that it's a special dispensation, a special permission to praise Hashem. Because whatever we're saying is a lie. What do you mean is a lie? In compared to Kodesh Baruch Hu, it's nothing, it's a shtuyot. I mean, it's true from our point of view, from our vantage point. But vis-a-vis Kodesh Baruch Hu, it's like, it's like telling Lahavdil of $5, and telling Michael Jordan, wow, you can walk. you can walk. You can put one foot into the shevach for him. It's like $50 for $5. I mean, it's nonsense. Everything we say,
Will be in 20 years.
well, you know, it's you know, asking Beethoven, you know notes, you know, music, you know, you know notes, you know, the octave and all the in between, you know, when it's diez, when it's bemol, when it's major, when it's minor, you know that? Wow.
So from his Rahmanut,
Genius.
Yeah, wow, you're genius.
so when we do that to Hashem, Mechamat Rahmanut Tov is
So Mimela, so that's
so
why
it's like, oh, you're so cute, we Yored Alecha.
so he gave us certain permission. That's why Chazal said, you know, when one of the, I think it's the mayor, I'm not remember which time it was, that one of the Talmidim went and he says, Amelech, HaGadol, HaGibor, HaNoah, Rachum, and this. So afterwards he laughed at him and says, Siyam kol shvachim demaroi. You finished, you praised, you gave all the praises,
Ever?
you know, of your master. That's it. Because you want to give more, because, you know, it's you got to choose to say this. Because I'm going to say this you can. Anything more means that, okay, now I got it. What they said is not enough, but now you're also. Mimele, it would stand to reason, and will be that I will do it, and I recommend that you do it too. You talk to HaKadosh Baruch Hu with your own language. I'm not saying in Shmoneh Esrei. You talk to whatever it is.
Praise.
Sing your own praises. Sing your own praises. And say psukim where the praises are there. You know, because whatever it says you can say. You know, whatever it is. Be mishabeach him. Before I understood that it is through the shvachim that you have a tfisa ben bechlal in your mind. Now I understand. Okay. This is the mitzvah shkolim. Shu be'ez shirotz limnos Yisrael. That in the time that you want to count the Yidden Shelo Yisrael Demina Hamina B'chinas HaNegev, that through the counting of Israel, the plague won't be awakened. That essence of death that associated with constriction, with counting, will not. Shusita the Moshe Shenechaz B'Ribui V'Geyus. Adraba, the Amin is Kul Nesias Rosh. Dafka through the minyan, they will get to Nesias Rosh B'chinas Kitisas Rosh Bnei Yisrael. By counting them, Adraba, they will be elevated. In other words, that's the sparkling of the mentalities. Shu B'chinas Anova Amitis, that's the true Anova. Shu Iker Achaim, that's the essence of life. All this you get through the shkolim, Shem B'chinas Tzedakah, which constitutes the essence of charity. This is how you acquire the or upon him, the light of the face of Hashem. That's the sparkling of the illumination of the mentalities, the enlightenment of the mentality. This is how you achieve true humbleness. Shesham, over there, the greater you are, and the more you are, you get to a deeper and deeper anova. In the place of his greatness, there you find his anova. This is the essence of eternal, true eternal life of every single limb. To be continued tomorrow. Let's do a little. Can you stop the recording and start it again?